Hey guys, hey, it's Dale Walker. Anyway, this is February 19, 2025. I'm in the new dyno room. I got Mr. Gray ZH2 just to the right of me. So this is the first time with the bike with the flash and everything, but also the first time I've ever run the dyno room. So I got both monitors on. There's a little way you got to do it. You got to turn them both monitors on first, then fire up the TV, and then my little adapter that splits them apart to both monitors, the computer monitor and the one behind me. A lot of new little things. We'll see if it all keeps working. So this isn't really dyno pull day. I'm going to do some easy pulls. I went over the bike and lubed the chain. I put the stock, well, it's always a stock wheel, but stock wheel base, stock chain, just like it was before I worked on the extensions. I've got a brake line coming, and then I'll take it all back apart again. But anyway, yeah, lube the chain, 42 pounds in the rear tire, that's what I usually run. But today is just, let's make some easy pulls, and let's make sure the air fuel's working. I'm trying to make the font bigger on my, I have old WinPep 7. And I found out how to do it, but I think you actually got to make a pull to make it hold in your setting and get on the screen once you get done with the pull. So yeah, that was always kind of small after the pull, seeing the numbers. And what else did I do? I got the bike reset because I had it all apart. I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what mode I have it in and what the dash looks like. I have it in a rider mode full, that's power full, and then I got the like traction control turned clear off, so it's power full, traction control off on the rider mode. And that's this bike doesn't have the electronic. This is the base model ZH2, so it doesn't have the electronic suspension. So that's one less thing I have to screw with. But still, I had to go in the manual because I haven't done it in so long and figure out how to push the buttons. So let me grab the camera. I'll show you the dash, and then I'll get the camera back set up on the monitor behind me, and I'll probably just make a little middle pull, you know, at least recording it, just going through the gears or something, letting off, and boom, 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 and then we'll see how the RPM holds, see how if anything breaks up on the pickup unit, causes the tach you're going to see to go nuts. Problems you can have with the dyno, okay? So it's all unknown since I'm splitting it to two now. It's different. So hey, let me grab the camera. Let me shut it off, then I'll turn it back on. All right, so you can see that power is F. That means full, and to the right, the traction control is turned off because we're going to pop a ABS code. And that will still be held in the ECU, even though it's going to have flashing engine light and everything else. I don't want to touch it after that, and that mode should still be in there. Another thing I want to show you is the difference here. Let me step down. I'll leave this on. So yeah, I like to here's the temperature and humidity and the pressure and everything that the dyno's telling you. 65.3 is air temperature in this room, 22.7 humidity, and then the pressure 25.87. Okay, then we go over to the one I have on the wall, and the humidity is 22, so that's pretty close for right now. But see the air temperature, it's 69.8 degrees in here. I don't like to use the one on the computer. Here's my mirrored screen. Okay, down by my, I can sit here now and study the runs. The other one's for when I'm on the bike. Thought that'd be really slick. And but I like the one on the wall because that's the real, you know, atmosphere in here, and I found this brand to be pretty darn accurate. And I also log all these runs. Not only I write them down too. You know, I'm old school, so in case it all blows up, I have them written down, kind of what the run was about. But yeah, what I found is the temperature gets all trapped under the dyno. It can be like 7 or 8 degrees different than the room. See right now, it's 65 right now under the dyno where it's got the meter, and look at temperature in the room. So, okay, well let me set the camera down and probably go ahead and run the bike, see everything stays consistent, tack works smooth, with the airflow's like just cruising along, so on. I'll shift it through the gears. I got the electric shifter on. I'll just go kind of easy, but I'll make one pull with, you know, taking a reading. You'll see it down here when I take the reading, and then when I shut it off. Okay, let's turn on the fan for the exhaust. I got to keep an eye on that too, because it might rotate and get into the tire. It won't do anything because it's pulling it forward. And then we're gonna turn on the air fuel pump. And we're gonna turn on our fans. And then we'll just start running the bike. The motor's already warmed up, but I haven't ridden it. I didn't run it that much. Turn this on to the middle speed. I'll go full bore once I start making real pulls. Gotta use these. a second, I'm not trusting my air fuel. I put a new filter in a while back. Hang on. Can you hear me? When I started it up a little while ago, I was idling at about 13.5. Now it's off the chart. I think the air pump is getting dirty in it. I put a new filter in a while back, but I'm gonna have to screw around with that. It's probably okay when it's wide open, but at the lower revs, I don't think it's the tune. I think it's not functioning correctly on the meter, the pump. It's always something. So, anyway, the motor sounds pretty good though. I'm going to pull that thing apart. I know it's going to look like new, but maybe I'll take a look at it and I'll be back with you. Well guys, I went ahead and made one pull, 5th gear, roll on, about 2,500 or so, and then rolled into it full throttle. It's extremely lean down there, but I don't know if I believe that or not because the dyno chart looks too good. But it could be, but it doesn't run poorly down there at light throttle. But the air fuel is correct. It cleans up and starts looking like it normally would around 4,000 RPM. So we may have to address that. Instead of reflashing everything, I might investigate, put one of my own piggyback tuners on it so I can tweak just a little bit around the tune-up in the ECU. I can add or take fuel away without having to have all the software crap and Woolrich stuff and all that good stuff. We'll see. But right now it still runs nice and smooth. I made one pull, man, and this thing made the freaking power. The rev limit's at 13.2. All right. And we just made a lot. One pull. I guarantee I can make 3 to 4 more with the room right, making a few runs, let it cool down, blah, 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 blah. I still like to get the temp up here to 75. It's 72 in here now. And the humidity is 20%. It was about, I think 11 or 10%, 11% or something, and it was 75 to 76 degrees or something when I made the best power. But let me show you the run. It's pretty incredible for just a flash. So there you go. Let me go down here. Okay, so there's that's one of my best pulls with the stock ECU, a slip-on, the Scorpion Red Power slip-on. It's pretty free-flowing with the big little mid-pipe, and the Sprint race filter that you can pretty much see through. And there's my other one that I just made, one run, 221 horsepower, 99 foot-pounds. Look at the graph upstairs. But see down on the bottom, if it was super lean, most of the time you'll see that in the chart too. It will reflect it some, for sure. There's no hump, there's no anything. The blue and red line just coming up smooth is your horsepower curve. The other one's your torque. And you don't see a big hole in it anywhere. So let me show you. Let me go to a split screen. So there's the air fuel. Again, there's the red. It's off the chart. I haven't rolled into the throttle yet, so that can happen. But the blue is the stock, and then I'm full throttle at about 2,500 RPM, and then by about 4 grand, see it's recovering. It's coming down, and then it's fine. It's 13 to 1's your red dotted line. So it's good. I like how it's a little over 13. It could be exact, but that's totally safe coming through the middle, even though it's supercharged. And then about 10 grand, see stock, it keeps falling down to about, it's about 11 to 1, the blue line at 12 grand. But at 12 grand is when I shut it off because it would hit the rev limiter. This time I twisted it to 13 on the tack, on the bike. The real limit is 13.2. I don't need to go to the limit. But the air fuel is pretty good, and I think that's where about Chris likes it, about 12 to 1, 12.2.
That's safe. It's 91 octane tune, and I think the timing is, I think it's only 1 degree he puts in it, but look at the frickin' power that thing made, huh? This thing's gonna fly. Yeah, I think after I put some heat in it, the dyno, all the stuff, get the room the right temperature, do a few cool downs, just do 2 runs at a time, not putting too much heat in it to hurt the intake charge. I think that 221 will be 223, 224. I'm not sure. But for first pull, that's impressive. This thing is going to run hard. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a full pull for you guys. I'd kind of rather wait a couple days. It's going to be a little hotter. But I'll make 1 full pull. It's 73 degrees in here though. 22%. It's pretty good. Let me turn everything on. I'm going to go 13,000 on the tack. It's going to be 5th gear. And then we'll look at the numbers. Okay, I let the bike sit too long. It made 219. What did it do? Yeah, a little less. 219, 99.68 torque. The first pull was 221, 44, 99.82. See how things can change? Okay guys, we've got about a 12-minute cool down. The room is at about 74 right now. 75.2, that's good. We're at 18% humidity. I was about this with the best numbers. With the stock ECU, it's 19% now in here. But we were about 8% humidity. And in my other dyno room, same elevation, it's still a different room. So, but the cool down's pretty close right now. I've actually let it go a little too long. Let's make one more pull.
go. There we go. It's a 220, 262, 100.69. It's probably about all it's going to do. And I don't want to beat the crap out of it. Nope, I don't care. You know, I could make maybe 1-2 horsepower more with everything perfect, but I'm not going to run the crap out of it for how much power this thing needs and what you got to twist it. So let me grab the camera. Let me get the computer set back up and I'll show you on the graph again. Okay guys, here's the 2 pulls I just made today. I'll show you the stock best one too, but you can see they overlay each other really nice. Down here there's no big hump or anything like that, like for the air fuel being lean, but it probably is lean down there. The pump is pulling really good. The filter in it is like new. I did put a new O-ring in it. I pulled it apart. So yeah, we'll see what I have to do about that. It still runs smooth though, light throttle. Usually when they're super lean like that, they'll buck a little bit. They'll do little weird things, but it could be. But I'm not worried about it. It's not going to hurt it. You're not even under full power. You're not under load yet till you get going, and it recovers. But anyway, can't mess with it myself right now. So there's the numbers. Okay, so let's take off, let's leave the best one up, which is the one I just did. Okay, and then I'll put the best pull before the flash. Had the stock header on it with the slip on and still had the filter in it. Let me see, that was run number 25. So, cut. Yeah, that's what these things do. Freaking impressive. Well, the RPM gets you more boost, you know. Over here, oh, my hand's underneath the tripod of the camera. It's really good. But here's the stock pull, you know, here. And, you know, basically it's shutting off at, I shut it off right at the red line, you know, let it hit the rev limiter about 12.3, 12.4, and now here we are here at just a hair over. I let it touch the rev limiter, 13.2, and that's what he has it set at. I let it touch it. But if you look here, look at the gains I got. It's what, 45, I already did the numbers, 45.3 horsepower, so 45 horsepower and 10 foot-pounds of torque. So, yeah, 45 horsepower. So up here at the track, I was shifting at about 11.5 because it's all over, you know, and then it just shuts off the butterflies. Here, I can go ahead and run this thing. I'll probably shift it about 12.5, 12.8 or something. Still pulling up there. We'll see. But, yeah, 10 foot-pounds of torque and over 45 beans. It's incredible. That's going to make the flying brick fly. So let me put the air fuel on here now. I'm trying to do it on my small screen. I can't hold the camera up there. So see, here's a stock bike. What stock is still extremely lean, even when I roll into it here. Almost, what is that, like? That's 16:1, so 15.8. And then it starts to recover. Well, now this thing's clear up at 18:1, and it comes down. You know, it's not going to hurt it. You're just rolling into it right there. Off the line, I'm already leaving it $4 grand, you know. So, and then the blue line, yeah, the red line was the stock ECU, and this is where we are now. Couple runs. It was a little bit richer than this on the one that made the 221, but we're about 13.8.
13.6 right through here. So could clean that up a bit. This isn't going to hurt it. It's just going through and it's pulling, but it's not on it long enough that you're not going to be there long. I'm going to be past that, and then we're going to go boop, 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 right under 13. And there we are. We're at a, 12.5. This is about 12.2, 12 to 1, maybe 12.5. Wide open, that's right at 13 grand. That's also when I let the throttle off, so it's going to go leaner. So I can run it just like this, not going to hurt a damn thing. But it would be fun to kind of investigate this right here and see if I can clean that up more. So overall, really happy with it. I don't really want to take the whole damn thing back apart, but I may. It may be bugging me right here because it's a pain in the ass to work on. But yeah, pretty damn impressive. I wanted to show you the data on run 29, the 222 horsepower run, 100 foot-pounds. I didn't want to go 100 RPM, so I did it in 500 RPM increments. So see, the air fuel is not that bad, it's just down real low. 2500 is where I about started the reading, and you can see it's RPM times 1000. So and then your horsepower reading. Here is your RPM times 2. Here's your horsepower reading, torque. Here's your air fuel. So see, by what is it, by 3500 RPM, it's starting to richen up. It's 16. It's still lean, but runs good. Like you say, our track, it might be better. Our track a lot of time is corrected up here 7,000–8,000 feet. So it didn't seem to be bucking or hopping or doing anything funny even at light throttle. I know it's not ideal for a street bike, but I don't know, I may leave it alone. See, and then immediately at 4 grand, it's 14.46, 4,500, 13, then it's in the 13s. Mid 13s all the way down to 9 grand, and then it's 12.99. That's when this thing is just starting to make the big power, and then it goes down, down, down. You can see the numbers right here. Okay, and yeah, there's your RPM on the left, and then horsepower, torque, and then your air fuel, all the way to the 222 at 12.3. But see right in here, that's fine. Yeah, like I say, you didn't put any timing in. If you did, it's 1 degree. So that's kind of gives you a lot better idea what's going on looking at the data in here. That's what I do, and then I do it in hundreds also. If I send an ECU back to Chris to tune it up, like for a street bike, to make it perfect, like down low, we'd want to get the very light idle and cruise and all that around 13, so it runs really smooth and everything. And but yeah, it's good information. Thought I'd show you that. Okay guys, well, this is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. One good thing, the exhaust tube barely moved. The dyno is working well. I didn't have any glitches with the dyno. Possibly the air fuel, but I don't think so now. I think it's in the tune. And didn't have any brakes in the dyno pickup. And I didn't get any fumes in here. I had the door shut the whole time. Like I said, I went up to 10-inch with my fan and everything on all the tubing. And I don't smell anything. I don't even have a window open. I opened it up just to get air in here better and let it circulate. But all in all, a good day. That's it. So things gonna haul butt, and I'm happy with the dyno room right this second. And I'll just see you on the next video. I got a line coming for Spiegler plus 10-inch rear brake line on the way right now. And I got the swing arm extensions hopefully figured out. And then I'll talk to Chris about the thing.
the lean on the bottom. Like I said, I can investigate the dough back box that I make, a piggyback unit, and probably clean all that up and not affect much in the middle at all. I'll have to think about it. I could do that, and that way I can just tweak myself here. So I'll figure it out. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support and all the prayers for the cancer thing. And I'm just trucking along, man. I get so tired. It's about 4 o'clock right now, and I'm about to fall down. So I'm gonna go now. I'll see you later. God bless. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Subscribe, thumbs up, and ring that bell. Thank you. See ya.